Now, here's Dominic Carter on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
But we are starting with Mr. Alba. And so the district attorney says that the girlfriend was defending her ex-con boyfriend when she stabbed Mr. Alba 3 times. Mind you, she told the police that she never stabbed him. Okay? I want you to listen to this part of the videotape. And this shows you, and I'm going to rewind and break this down, and we're going to go to your telephone calls in just a second. And, of course, we are taking your calls at 800-848-WABC, 800-848-9222. And so this situation apparently started over a bag of potato chips or some candy for the girlfriend's daughter. And apparently she, the girlfriend, I'm trying to make sure I got this right here, folks. She turned over an EBT card, if that's what it's called, or some type of debit card. And what you see on the video, okay? I'm not taking sides here. I'm telling you what I see. Mr. Alba tried at least 8 or 9 times to get the transaction to go through via the electronic machine, processing machine. It was declined each and every time. At one point, you see Mr. Alba, it looks like he's manually, which is something you can often do, manually putting in the account number to try and get the approval. Now, according to the girlfriend, when this did not go through, she claims Mr. Alba snatched the bag of potato chips from her daughter, or the candy. That's her claim. But I want you, because perspective is very important, I want you to listen. Now, the district attorney says she's innocent. She was just defending her boyfriend. I want you to listen to the threat she made to Mr. Alba, warning him that she was about to bring her boyfriend back, and she used profanity, declaring of what her boyfriend was going to do.
See, I think you had. Oh, you had. See, I think you had. I think you know. Oh, see. Okay.
You heard her yourself. You know what, folks? One more time. I don't want to paraphrase. I want you to hear. Does that sound like someone that's innocent? Or is she telling him directly she is going to get her boyfriend to, quote, F him up, to come back and F him up? I want you to listen to her voice again. Notice the beeps that we had to put into this because the profanity that the girlfriend is using.
See, I think you had. Oh, you had. See, I think you had. I think you know. Oh, see. Okay.
And she walks out calling him stupid. My boyfriend is going to come down here right now and you know what? Up. You up. So that's the girlfriend. And she should have been arrested on intent alone when you look at the fact. So she leaves, says she's going to get her boyfriend, comes back with her boyfriend. And so, Mr. District Attorney, if she's so innocent, where did she get the knife from? Did she get the knife once she went home, knowing she was coming back? That points to her intent right there. There is no way you can arrest Alba and not arrest her. No way whatsoever. And I know a number of you are going to say that Bragg has to go. You're correct. But, folks, we are in an election year. And the fact of the matter is this is Racial Politics 101. Kathy Hochul will never, ever, 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 at least until the election is over, she will never remove the first black district attorney ever of Manhattan. It's not going to happen. She may sell some wolf tickets and declare that she's watching him, but she is not going to remove Alvin Bragg before the election. I am so happy for the family of the dog Off-White. We told you the story, and I have to give you, our listeners, credit. You have called up here and said, Dominic, a follow-up to Off-White. We want a follow-up to the dog. Off-White is the 10-month-old, a puppy, pit bull, a mixed pit bull that was part of his family, and he was with his owner, a 75-year-old man, out in front of his house in Ozone Park on 88th Street. And then a man on a moped is on the sidewalk talking to the 75-year-old man. He asks, can he pet the dog? He picks the dog up and then revs his engine and rides away. The 75-year-old man tried to block him, but he was not able to stop him. And so Off-White is back with his family. He was recovered. Details of how Off-White was recovered are not immediately known as of now, but Off-White is back with his family and was being taken to the vet to get checked out. So that is one story. Apparently, this loser who stole the dog realized that with all the media attention, TV and radio, that the dog was radioactive hot, and that the best thing he could do was get rid of the dog before he was caught. So the story ends well. The man and his family, they have their dog back, and it is great, great news. Let's go to Marianne in Queens. Good morning, Marianne. You're on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Good morning, Dominic. I'm glad to speak with you again. Dominic, there is something that some people do not understand. The videos explain step by step what happened. The girlfriend threatened to bring her boyfriend to harm Mr. Alba. The boyfriend attacked Mr. Alba, and he responded by defending himself, which resulted in the attacker's death. The woman had a knife, which proved that they came prepared to kill Mr. Alba. Now, Mr. Alba, I believe that he was actually unfairly treated by the district attorney, because it's clear that he defended himself. Now, I am very concerned of what the consequences of this might be.
We all are.
Because even though Dominic, I do not agree the way that someone explained about the racial thing. I believe that if justice is not done in this man, there was going to be a breach between the Dominican community and the black community. I don't want to see that. So those people in power should avoid this kind of confrontations. So I believe that the only way that can be done is we put someone else in the governor's seat in the next election.
Wow.
Because there's going to be a lot of killings and divisions among us, and we don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I am very concerned, because the Dominican people, they are not easy. And they're going to take this and the way it is. It's a very serious matter, and it has to be taken care of.
Right. Well, Marianne, I appreciate your call, and you make a very good point. And it certainly cannot help relations between the two communities, because you have in the video this overbearing man who's completely violating a 61-year-old man behind the counter. And it's just an ugly video to look at. And then when you see part two, you hear the girlfriend cursing like there's no tomorrow at Mr. Alba. And then you see the girlfriend literally stabbing Mr. Alba 3 times.